Next up is Dhesmon Lima, who will be presenting their project, POCET-DS, Point of Care Electrochemical Test for Drug Susceptibility.
Good afternoon. Imagine you go to the hospital seeking medical assistance and you find out that you are suffering from a serious bacterial infection, such as meningitis or pneumonia. Doctors will prescribe antibiotics, but the reality is that 50% of those drugs will not work. This is due to a phenomenon called antimicrobial resistance, in which bacteria become immune to medication. This has been causing devastating consequences worldwide. Close to 10 million deaths per year are caused by antimicrobial resistance, and around 50 million deaths are predicted to happen by 2050 due to the same problem. Current methods to detect antimicrobial resistance are expensive, complex, require bulky instruments, and take days to provide results. The solution to overcome these problems is our technology, the POCET sensor. POCET stands for Point of Care Electrochemical Test for Drug Susceptibility. Our technology will tell physicians which antibiotic will work best to treat infections for each individual patient. Our technology, Our technology, I'm so sorry. But the working principle consists of 3 simple steps. The first one is a patient sample is injected into a test chamber that contains a sensor. The second step is like bacteria collide with the sensor inside the chamber, generating an electrical signal. A long story short, a higher signal means a higher degree of resistance. The data readout happens through a cell phone app or a tablet. Our technology will tell physicians about the most effective treatment in only 15 minutes. The technology we are developing, oh, I'm so sorry, can I start over? I'm just like dealing with the stress, but no. But the antimicrobial testing market is worth $3.6 billion in 2022, and it is reported to grow to $4.7 billion in 2027. Our technology is currently patent protected and is at the technology readiness level 4, which means that the proof of concept is already established and optimization studies are underway. Now imagine you are at the hospital and the physicians can prescribe you the right medication that will guarantee the cure for any infections you might be suffering from. Our technology has the potential to make this a reality and to save lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhesmon. No, that was good. You guys are all doing an incredible job. It's not easy to get up and talk in front of people in 3 minutes succinctly about a massive project. Now we will take questions from the judges.
Yeah, 3 minutes goes really, really fast and seems like an eternity at the same time. You did a really good job. My question is around the technology. So it's designed to basically say if an antibiotic or a bacteria is resistant or sensitive to a particular type of antibiotic.
Yes, exactly.
But is it important from a healthcare perspective at all? I don't know the answer to this, for the physician to know what kind of bacteria is in the infection. Do we care about that?
So it would be necessary to have like a previous knowledge on the kind of infection. And after having this, the physician can test like different types of antibiotics, and using our device, the physician would be able to answer like which treatment would be the most effective for that particular case.
So would you need to do a separate test to determine what species of antibiotic or species of bacteria you're looking at, and then run it through the sensor, or is it something that is an all-in-one system?
Yeah, so usually physicians, they have like a previous knowledge about the antibiotics that might work for that particular case. But with antimicrobial resistance, like those antibiotics, they not always work. So my idea would be like the physician would treat the sample with different types of antibiotics, and then by using our technology, he or she would be able to answer like if that treatment, that antibiotic is really effective against that type of infection. You're welcome.
So I don't know if people really know sort of what the science is behind it. Can you speak a little bit about sort of the existing approaches available at point of care and what's sort of novel and interesting?
You mean point of care devices?
Yeah, like, in clinics, right? In clinical situations
Yes.
now, what the current methods are versus sort of the novelty from a scientific perspective of your approach.
I don't know if I got your question, but you're asking me if there are any point of care devices available right now, or the current technologies that are being used to do this.
I'm asking about the novelty of your approach.
Oh, the novelty.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So-
I think it's quite
got
novel
it.
and interesting. So,
Yeah, so
I'm trying
actually,
to
that
give
was
you
the
an
part-
opportunity to talk about why that's the case in electrochemical
that was the part
method.
I forgot to mention, but
The
so our
electrochemistry.
technology is it's fast, so it's time efficient, it's also cost effective, and it's also portable. And this makes it ideal for hospitals, for clinics, and even for remote regions. So because the device is very small, so it's miniaturized. And the sensors we have there, they are disposable, right? So the device is a one-time purchase, and then just the sensors can be just discarded. And we can buy sensors separately, and each sensor is disposable, but the whole device isn't. Yeah, so the portability, cost efficiency, time efficiency, and the main advantages.
Have you done any experiments or testing with physicians or technicians? And what has been that reaction?
Yeah, not yet. So we are still optimizing experiments in the lab. So we are at the technology readiness level 4, which means that the proof of concept is already established and optimization studies are being conducted in the lab. So we didn't reach this step yet, but this should be our next future steps to test this with customers and others, potential customers. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dhesmon.